Hello and welcome to the Joan Allen Talk Show with me, Tom Dempster, and the man himself, Chris Rogers. Chris, how are you?
He's done it again, isn't he?
Yeah, I didn't do it on the last one.
You do it on purpose at this point.
Yeah, absolutely, because I get a reaction.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, I'm good, yeah.
We're in the same room.
Until you wound me up. We are in the same room, and we're in a old medieval building. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a minute, aren't we?
Yeah, we are at Joan Allen HQ.
I know. Home sweet home.
Finally.
Yeah, first time I've been there.
So not only is it a bit of a different location, a bit of a special, but we've also got the main man.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the boss.
What's your P's and Q's?
We're not allowed to fool around on this one. Told off.
Oh,
We've got.
Listen, you're gonna have to bleep it out. There's gonna be tons of that. It won't be me.
Right, try and.
I'll try.
So, we've got the main man, the boss. I'm going to do a lot of editing and bleeping on this one. It's Mr. Luke Mahoney. Luke, how are you?
I'm very well, Tom. Very well. Thank you very much for having me on to the podcast. I feel quite honoured, actually, mate. Yeah, in amongst the presence of greatness.
That's nice.
Yeah. You like that?
And
That's
for
nice.
those that are not watching this in the video, he looked at Chris, they're not.
It was definitely, he was there for you. It was on you for a split second at least, Tom.
So, we've got.
Can I just mention quickly that this place, I have to ask Luke and everybody else that works here, but it's got a bit of a vibe, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It feels, it's not a medieval building, obviously, a barn or something
mate,
like that.
I have a very interesting story.
Really?
About that, mate. Yeah, very interesting.
What, you've seen something spooky?
Well, there has been a lot of funny, strange goings on. No joke. I'm
I-
not joking, mate.
I
There has
feel-
been the guy who was living here in the flat has just moved out and it's been replaced by another tenant. He told me that there used to be loads of bangs in the night. Not in a good way, I know what you're thinking. But what happened was, he said he'd be in the middle of the night and he'd hear a bang and he'd rush out of his door because he thought, Jesus, someone's breaking in. So he'd look out there, nothing at all.
Yeah.
Then, when I asked him about it, well, do you think it's haunted? He went, undoubtedly, definitely something going on.
Yeah.
So I said, well, what makes you think that, mate? The guy's name was Luke as well, awesome name. So I knew he was telling the truth straight away. So he went on to tell me that back in the day, there was a German criminal, basically. He was a really, really nasty piece of work. Known to get up to all sorts of shenanigans. He went on to tell me how this guy went down to the train station. He stabbed someone, murdered them, robbed them, and made his way to Long Melford. He finally got here, and back in the day, there was a very famous, I don't know who he was, I'm sure we can find out with a bit of research, there was a very famous witch hunter general, and he knew about this guy. Now, they caught up with him down the pub. They got him, they basically lynched him, they pulled him into the small courtyard, which is that little alleyway down there, you know it's on.
Yeah.
And they proceeded to string him up and hang him. So there has been, and he's not the only one. That was basically the place to do it. They would get these criminals and they would hang them in that square there. Top of that building.
Wow.
I presume back in the day there was a pole. I don't know. Is that something there?
Yeah,
there's
you could definitely hang someone from that.
Well, that's old. And that's no lie. That is fact. But
All right.
Find out a bit more about it. You can do a bit of research, Chris.
More interesting as well, on my commute from here this week to Chris's farm.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris
Patterson.
with a C, Chris Patterson, who works here at the shop. He's been lovely and kind enough to let me to put me up at his farm whilst I'm down here. But I actually travelled past some medieval houses in Lavenham, which are the houses that were in Harry Potter. Harry Potter's, yeah,
that's
pretty
right.
cool. I actually took some photos.
Were they thatched?
I believe.
I remember.
Might
I
have
would
been
use my
actually.
phone, but it's over there.
Very, very old.
Yeah, I'll shoot some photos.
Definitely hollows, I
Really
think.
nice.
Yeah.
So-
It bothers me, a thatched house.
Mm.
Yeah, a thatched roof, because lightning.
Fire risk, man. We used to live in Tycroft in Lindsay, and there was a fire there. And the first thing the fire brigade did was drive not to the house that was on fire. They drove straight to the thatched houses that were next door and hosed them down.
Yeah.
Pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
So not only are we in new premises, but you've got a new website as well.
New website, oh my God, that is the never-ending saga of Joan Allen and its bloody website. This new firm that I've got in, little plug coming in here now for Foundation Commerce, they are absolutely stunning, little husband and wife team, they are incredible. As you can clearly see from the new website, it's head and shoulders above anything
Yeah.
that we've ever gone on before.
It's quick,
It's
isn't it?
oh, it's stunning. It's so intuitive. It's lovely, and our customers have been nothing but full of praise. So I'm really happy.
Being in an old medieval, post-medieval, we're not quite sure building,
Uh-huh.
and talking about history, what is the history behind Joan Allen?
Well, it was born in 1968, and
Okay.
it was the woman was called Joan Allen.
Yeah.
As far as my knowledge goes, it's a while back now, but she started out selling. I think she was an antiquer, or she used to collect pot lids and bottles. She started doing that,
Yeah.
and then she got into very, very early metal detectors. So even going so far as to sort of try and make them herself. So sticking a couple of little different radios together and getting a plant pot and a broom handle and all the nonsense that goes somewhere.
She was making them.
She tried to do it. She had some other people help her in the end, because obviously they were bloody awful. But as time went on, they started getting little brands. I think Viking came on, Seascope back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Joan Allen used to be distributor of Garrett. But yeah, that was the previous owner though. But and that leads me on to the guy was called Peter Bettis. He ended up he was the head of sales for Joan Allen.
Yeah.
And I don't know, he was obviously a very good salesman, a very good talker, because he ended up marrying her.
Ah.
Yeah, he ended up marrying her. And then once they got married, he took it on to bigger and better things. He took on MyLab.
Yeah.
Once he took on MyLab, well, that was it.
Yeah.
It exploded, didn't it? Because MyLab being MyLab, they had some stunning stuff.
Yeah.
I think, the Sovereign and the Sovereign GT, that was just some of the stuff that was out at the time, was light years ahead. There's multi-frequency, and no one was doing multi-frequency, so. And that was that. So yeah, and obviously as time went on, he got older and he put the business up for sale through certain channels. We ended up hearing about it, and so I was in a car with my dad, and his mate of his. I was on the loudspeaker. It came over the loudspeaker. So, what? Do you fancy look at this business? And my dad went, no, I don't know. He said, look, do you fancy? I went, no, I'm doing property at the time. I thought, I'm doing okay. I don't really want to get involved. And anyway, I said, well, we're near. Let's just go and have a look. So anyway, we went up to Biggin Hill. And full respect to Peter Bettis and the old shop that was Joan Allen, but I got in there and it looked like an old chemist's.
Yeah.
So I was walking around, and bless his heart, he came out and his little lady wife, Mary Pat, and I said, oh, this is very nice. So I said to my dad, look, I don't think this is for us. Let's just get out of here. This is not going to happen. Anyway, he's come back out. He said, do you want to have a look round? We had a look round, and I see all these detectors up on the wall, and they were not old. They were very, very nice bits of kit. And you could see that it's a stain. What's going on here? This is like night and day. You've got this old rinky-dink shop.
Yeah.
You've got these incredible products. Anyway, I saw all these metal detectors up on the wall, branded MyLab, and they were E-tracks. And I said, wow, these are really nice. What do they go for? I think back in the day it was like 1,100 quid. I said, wow. I mean, what do you do with these things? How many do you send a day? He said, oh, they'll all be gone this week. And that's when I thought, oh, okay. Maybe with a new website, some branding, some social media, this could be insanely good. So we had a looked at the numbers, broke the numbers down, worked very well, ended up flogging everything I owned. Yeah, but we went on from there, and we took it over, and that's where it all started, really.
So essentially, you've taken something that was already good and then just evolved it into.
It was better than good. It was fantastic. Peter Bettis was a genius as far as business is concerned. It's brilliant,
You
amazing
moved
man.
more into the 21st century.
It was
modernised
old,
it,
and he realised there was limited room for him to take it any further because of his age, and he needed someone to sort of quicken him again, like an old vampire, I think, but he's a great guy. I still speak to him on the reg.
So
amazing man.
You weren't interested in detecting before?
No.
Oh, see, I always thought you was like a detective.
Yeah,
nothing to do with it.
Then took a business life.
Nothing to do with it. I'm very much into gadgets.
Yeah.
And they are the ultimate gadget, aren't they? Detectives,
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's the best thing I ever did. I mean, detecting in general is the best thing.
You're good at it.
I love it.
Well, not detecting.
I mean,
you're awful at that.
But to be honest, I'm not going to disagree. Any idiot can go out there and find a hole. That's why you should buy one. If I can do it, you all can.
I just had an opportunity to that. Anyway, no, I didn't mean that. No, I mean, you're good at. You've taken this idea and this already flourishing thing, and you've nurtured it. And you've made it bloom, as far as I'm concerned. You've got a good team behind you now. Though.
I have now, mate. Yeah, I have. Not always the case. I had some that weren't so good. But I think that is one of the most important things of any businessman will tell you. Good people around you, good team around you. It makes life so easy.
No, it's nice. It's got a vibe. I'm very happy to be a little bit of that kind of little.
And I'm happy to have you along for the ride, mate.
Thanks. No, I really enjoy it. You're brilliant. You've all taken care of me.
So shipping started for the Manticore, they're moving it from where they produced it to the Mine Lab depot, is that correct?
To my understanding, they're shipping it from Malaysia.
Yeah.
And then they're moving it into its respective territories where they're going to be selling it, and that's going to be Australia, US, and Europe. So yeah, we should soon be in the presence of some very, very good kit.
So realistically, we're looking at another week, 2 weeks maybe before we start seeing them.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Finding the customers.
Yep.
And we've got some hard work to do then, because we're gonna test this thing, aren't we, Tom?
Within an inch of its life.
Yeah, we are going to push it, because we're not going to recommend something that we know it's going to be good. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I know.
It's Manticore, guys. It's Mine Lab. I think
It's Mine Lab, yeah.
All I'll say is that everyone at Mine Lab that I spoke to about it was so buzzing, so absolutely over the moon, and so proud of what they've made.
Yeah.
It just instantly makes you think this thing is going to kick ass.
Yeah, it's
No
going
doubt
to be
about
very
it.
exciting.
Yeah.
So we're going to test it top to bottom, aren't
We are, and we're going to put.
So as you're up in Scotland and I'm the only one that lives next to the coast, I'm going to be the one that's going to get the wetsuit on the going to sea, aren't I? I'm the only person that could do that.
I'm
Right?
half a mile from the coast.
Oh yeah? Oh well, you could do that then.
No, your sea's warmer.
It's Scotland, Tom.
Your sea is definitely warmer than mine. But no,
I'm in the splash though.
it's going to be something to look forward to. So, talking about good finds and all the rest of it. You've had a hoard, haven't you, Luke?
I've had one hoard, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bit of luck. Stumbled across it in a drunken stupor out the back of my house. It was easy. Anyone could do it.
Come on, tell us about it. We want to know.
Oh.
Because I know it got a bit of coverage and it was in the magazines and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
But this is for the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, look, I was out on a little jolly up with the boys, Dan Hunt and Matthew Brown, Moley and Ratty, as we call us, with Wind in the Willows boys, as we call ourselves. And yeah, no, it's pretty sad, but that's the some sort of yeah, it's basically come around because we said, look guys, we haven't seen each other for ages, we haven't been out detecting for ages. We've got to get together and have a good go at some detecting.
Yeah.
So we did, met up. I've got a couple of permissions around where I was in near Lindsay, and we ended up going on to some fields. Dan, within half an hour, had a little, I can't remember what it was, but it was a Stater, a little gold Stater, lovely little thing. And at the time I was doing this diet, so I could only eat once a day at 12 o'clock. So as time's wearing on, I'm getting more and more like, I've got to eat. So anyway, I found a cut off, it was Saxon, or some other bits and pieces, cut the hammered, and then I'm thinking, right, let's see what Molly's had. Molly's had literally nothing, which, cheered me and Dan up knowing. I've said, listen lads, it's time for a beer, and it's time for something to eat for me.
Yeah.
So we all went down there, had a massive roast dinner, and about 3 or 4 pints, followed by some other drinks. Anyway, I said, listen, if we don't go out now, we're not going back out. That's it. We won't go back out, because I'm half cut, and so are you. And Molly looked like he was about to keel over. So we all staggered back onto the field, and I got this signal, and it come up. I think I was like 28, and it was just banging out. I was like, "What is that?" Yeah, it was a little Charles first coin. It was beautiful, it's stunning. So I thought, "Oh my god!" Another signal, same PDI. Oh, okay, same coin. So I've gone, Molly, get your ass over here, son boy. Get over. So he's come over. I said, if that signal is the same as that, we're on.
Yeah.
And it was. So with that, I've sort of screeched like some sort of 75-year-old fishwife. Get over it, Dan! Anyway. And then boom, I went, what is that? Massive signal. So this has got to be a pot. So I'm like, right, this has got to be the hole. Trying to dig down to it, and obviously they're still finding these scattered coins around it. I was thinking, shit, I want to get them coins. Sorry. In the middle of this, my lovely lady wife has come in with what I can only see is what are these? What's this way on?
You need to move your car.
I need to move my car. Well,
No, because
that was me throwing the keys to my wife. She's not the best of catches.
throwing keys at your wife.
Yeah.
Of course.
When I finally got down to it, I went, oh my god. And as you know, anyone who's seen a hoard, when you see them all compacted like they were, it's just something else. I looked at it, I went, oh yes.
And it was hammered.
Oh my god, just stacks on stacks on stacks of hammered, and it was so amazing. So Yeah, so that was that. Trying to get hold of anyone, because it was a Sunday, trying to get hold of anyone to come out, you don't do it, do you? You can't do it, you just can't hold them.
No.
So, obviously that night, we, being so close to home, ordered a load of booze, parked the car over the top of the Hoard, and spent the night getting very, very drunk.
Yeah, nice.
Very good, yeah. So that was kind of it. Obviously there's a lot more to it afterwards, but...
This year we had the gold Ambiani Stater Hoard.
Yes, that was a very, very nice feeling, wasn't it, lads?
Tony, yeah, that was an amazing, especially the speed of it.
Yeah.
That was just
45 minutes.
perfection, wasn't it?
And then
45 minutes. And the way it came up, and apparently that is down to Kent. That really, they've only come up in Kent when they're lodged in them little flint balls like that, little flint piggy banks.
Yeah. Geodes.
Interesting, fascinating. Yeah,
It
no,
is.
it was really exciting.
Yeah.
It's like we've had a discussion already, haven't we? Like just saying that it's Tony found the Hoard, but that excitement bleeds out to everybody.
Oh my god!
It doesn't matter that you didn't find it.
No.
It's like-
Well, Chris, within 5 minutes, my inbox blew up. Oh, can I get on the line? Can I come to the event?
You found a hoard of pound coins once.
I did, but I've had Bronze Age Hoard as well, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that. We're going to discuss that. PAS.
Yeah.
Like the,
No, that's going to be one for the new year, but
I think they've lost it, Tom. They don't reply to anything anymore.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's probably not dissimilar to the Scottish Treasure Trove system. If you can hear that rumbling in the background, it's not us. It was an Apache gunship that just flew past from nearby Watersham.
Oh, what a geek! Did you get that? Well, ladies, just want you to know that's an Apache gunship there.
It's what I work with on a daily basis, just so everyone
Yeah.
knows I'm a huge...
God, he just like sort of name dropper.
And I think it was I was at Watersham last night actually. I think
No one's going to be impressed.
I think my mum told me this, but geek is another word for intelligent.
Oh, really?
Really? Okay. Well done, Mum.
Yeah, thank you.
God, can you imagine being married to him?
Oh, mate, I
Hark-
can only fantasise, mate.
Hark,
He's
my,
a hell of a man.
Hark, my dear. What is that in the background? A B-52, perhaps?
Apache.
Yeah, we only get. I'm not even going to go down that route. Yeah, we don't get the interesting stuff like you do down on the.
We get
the
them all
old White Cliffs.
flying around, bothering me like mosquitoes.
He's the only man I've ever met that gets bored by hearing Spitfires fly
Oh my
past.
God, bored by Spitfires.
They're everywhere.
They shouldn't be in the same sentence, them two words.
No,
Spitfires and
so.
bored, just no.
You see him daily though. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I
It's
don't
like-
care. I'll see him on the minute. I'll still be happy.
But I find bits of them.
Hopefully not whilst they were flying. I think I'm the only one in here that hasn't done some TV stuff. I know Luke, you did your. What was it called? It was that good.
Hitler's
I can't
Secret
remember.
Tunnels, my
Yeah, Hitler's
God.
Secret Tunnels.
Yeah.
Was you on that?
Yes, mate. Yeah,
Oh,
I was
really?
there. I was one of
Look
the.
at that admiration, you went really high.
I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that show. I don't remember you being on it.
You couldn't enjoy that much.
No.
To be honest, you probably wouldn't have even recognised me. I took on this persona of a cross between Grant
Hitler.
Mitchell and
Yeah.
not quite Hitler, but but yeah, I don't know why. But I was like, yeah, I'm not sure about this, and I thought that's how I was talking, and then I looked at it again. I was like, so anyway, I don't know how that. And I thought, I don't even speak like that,
Yeah.
and clearly I do because
I
you can hear
think
me.
I might be getting the shows mixed up. But in my head, it's like American guys and they're all like
One.
computers. Boo, 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 boo.
Well, there was
no,
one
it's-
American guy, Mike Scott from First Texas at the time. He used to work at First Texas.
No,
He's,
maybe it's the same show.
Maybe, yeah.
I love that show.
It was insane, and they edited it and smashed it about so much. It was unrecognisable.
Yeah.
It was so good, and there was so much stuff. Some of the stuff that was in that show was just you couldn't hear it. I was like, whoa, this is deep stuff. You
So
know?
it's bad for recovery.
Yeah, well, you'll know all about
Yeah.
it, Chris. It was just we was going through this stuff. They were taking us to these universities. We were talking about is it Mangler? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That guy, another level of evil, mate.
Friendly chap.
Another level of
I
evil,
know.
and the stuff that he done primarily loved working on twins. And then
Yeah.
we're going to this university, and there's this specialist who's talking about what he used to do, and he studied in depth. And the whole point of the show was we wanted to find, super weapons and what he was doing.
Okay.
And part of that was finding stuff that would make us or human beings into super soldiers.
Yeah.
And they found loads of stuff, but then they said, we can't put that in. No one's going to believe that. I was like, well, put it in. Jesus, why not? And it's obviously never made a cut. And it's now looks a
Sad,
bit disjointed.
isn't it?
Very sad. There's a lot of stuff out there that
Yeah.
it just absolutely blows your mind that
Yeah.
people would just get that evil in pursuit of trying to win a war. But war itself, I suppose, is better. Let's get a bit deep now.
It is, yeah.
Well, we've all got it in us, haven't we?
We certainly have, mate. We
You did
certainly have.
Battlefield
Just talk to
Discovery,
my
didn't
missus.
you?
I did do battle. we did it. I did do battle. Yeah, it's the same thing. We filmed and recorded loads and loads of stuff. Oh, for God's sake!
The Detectorists. So the first
Mm.
two, are we playing footsie? The
You
first
play
two
footsie with
seasons.
me.
I feel left out.
You kinky Scot.
I feel left out.
The first two seasons and the special that's coming out. You guys have provided some.
Yeah, they've got another special coming up. Obviously, the Crook and Toby Jones,
Yeah.
them guys, amazing guys. When I detect him with Mackenzie Crook, he really isn't what you think he would be like.
Oh, do tell.
He is super humble, super.
No, that's
super
exactly how
quiet.
I think he would be.
But he's really.
Yeah.
I suppose
He-
as an actor, you'd think he'd be a bit. It wasn't what I was.
No,
expecting.
I've seen an interview because he doesn't even have social media.
No.
So he is
not
very
good.
private man, and apparently there's been interviews with other people talking about him, like Gervais and people like that, and Martin Freeman.
Yeah.
And they're all just like, he is the loveliest, sweetest guy. He's really not a TV person. He's, and you can kind of see that with his social media thing. And
Well,
he
you
is
think what he's been on though, Chris? He's been on
Yeah.
like super like
Pirates
Game of Thrones,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I was hoping you was going to tell us he's a raving alcoholic and crazy or something.
No, mate, no. Literally the absolute opposite. He is a absolute gentleman, a sweetheart,
Oh, good on
a
him.
real sweetheart. But yeah,
He's, and he is a proper detective. So I don't
he's a
think
real
you watched
detective. Yeah.
The what's it called with the scarecrow? The one that he does.
Wuzzle
Gummidge.
Gummidge.
Wuzzle Gummidge, yeah.
On one of the scenes in the background, I saw it on social media. Someone had sort of screenshotted it. The little yellow Triumph is parked, and there's a couple of people in the field detecting on Wuzzle
Really?
Gummidge.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, another big show that you've provided kit for
Yeah.
is the Grand Tour as well.
Yes. Oh, yes. They obviously didn't pass through me what they were going to bloody do with the stuff.
Yeah.
But you never know what to expect when Clarkson gets involved here. So
You know it's going to be broken, don't you?
strapping tons of go finds all together and then dragging them behind a car is like, you think,
Yeah.
well, it's probably not going to do much for you, mate. And then blowing everything up with loads of dynamite. And
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's class. No detectives were hurt in the film of this episode, but I think they were.
But it's a big show to come to.
Big show.
That was-
Really, really good for us.
Yeah.
Really good for my lab.
Absolutely.
And Detective in general was really nice.
Yeah.
We saw a massive spike in sales on the back of that, so it was good.
Yeah. So I think Chris touched on it earlier. He was saying about the atmosphere and the team around you and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know the team is relatively new in terms of the shop and that.
Yeah.
Tell me about the team. Tell me who you've got. Obviously, us two amazing
Well,
guys.
you guys, obviously, well, as you know, I'm quite a laid back guy.
Yeah.
And whoever
That laid
works.
back, you know, near your microphone.
Okay, Jesus, okay. So, sorry, listeners, you're going to hear it. Yeah, sorry, mate. I was getting this character even more then, wasn't I? But yeah, I mean, the team's like our family. We don't just sort of work together. We go out and we go out together. We go down to the pub together. We go out for family functions together.
Yeah.
Amazing guys who work here. They all really love what they do. All of them are pretty much detectorists that have got stunning knowledge of either detecting or, especially in John's case, IDing. He's on another level, the guy.
Yeah.
So
He is,
yeah,
yeah.
he's I think I heard, what was it, Wizard?
That was me, I think.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Wizard.
Yeah, and I stand by that.
And I kind of with it.
I stand by that.
I'm
Yeah,
with you
I'm
there, mate.
I'm so upset that I've managed to offend everybody. Like
Chris was a bit starstruck when he came and saw John doing his,
Yeah,
doing
I
his
did.
craft.
Yeah. I was just. I hope I've got the point about the grandfatherly quality.
I don't think you offended him, mate.
No.
I mean, I thought it was hilarious, to be fair. I don't know if he thought it was as funny as that, but he certainly got your point, mate. But he is that guy that everyone goes to.
Yeah.
Wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah, man, he's just got so much of it.
Wizard.
And he loves it. Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. He loves it. Chris Patterson,
Yeah.
great guy. The guy is ex-soldier. So, you know, we do like to, as you know, we like to get involved with the ex-servicemen and veterans. So, and John being one of them as well.
Yeah, XRAF. John.
Yeah, that's right. And yeah, Chris is amazing with repairs and the functionality of the machines.
Yeah.
And yeah, he can fix pretty much anything.
Yeah, he's
So we take advantage of him whenever we can. So remote controls, you know. Yeah,
He's
things
like the
that.
go-to man for not only fixing metal detectors but people's cars.
Yeah, he gets the great
Build you a
jobs.
quick extension on your house.
Pretty much, yeah.
but
Well, Siri
no,
pulled out the electric your charger to her car, and the first thing was like, how much is that? 340 quid. Chris! And he fixed it, fixed it straight away.
No, he's great, and a very kind person. Like
Great guy.
Like just really lovely. So he just didn't even think twice to put me up at his place. And
He's an amazing guy. He's got a heart as big as Bill's Edmonds. I think I've got an exemplary team around me. You know, if there's ever any pressure on, there's not even a shred of, I want to go home. They'll stay, every one of us will stay till 6, 7 o'clock just to get it done, to get orders out, to make sure people get sorted out, to make sure repairs are done. Obviously, you can't do it all the time, but they're amazing.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that Joan Allen's notorious for, isn't it? Is customer service.
Without
That's
doubt.
before I came on board and I was started doing work for you. I already knew that if I was going to work for a company, this would be the one that I'd want to, because I already knew about your customer service.
Yeah, and the after sales, I originally used to buy all my machines from you. I know Raymond, who's an admin on my group, he bought, I think back in 1978 or something, his first metal detector.
Really?
John Adkin, actually, have you seen his downstairs?
It's still there,
his first ever metal detector.
Crazy.
That he bought back in 1976 from Joan Allen. Downstairs.
Is it a Cisco?
Can't remember.
It is.
Could be actually. It's still got the original headphones as
It's
well.
like this weird,
They're a bit
boxy.
crusty. But
Yeah.
And then I caught him the other day, just with his
Stroking it.
white. Yeah, it was pretty much stroking. He was grooming it.
The metal detector.
That's not
Kinky old wizard.
Yeah, so Chris Rogers, everyone. Okay, so
we'll take a photo of his John and his metal detector.
yeah. This is getting worse.
And we'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's-
Get him on the ground. All
yeah,
right,
get
no
him
problem.
on the ground.
Previous.
Before
That's
this
what I'm like.
podcast disappears any further into the gutter, I'm going to wrap it up by saying, Luke, thanks for having us in here.
Absolute pleasure, Tom. Thank you
On
so
here.
much. Thank you
and
so
you're gonna
much.
test
Thank you, Chris.
my,
Thank you.
my bleep machine.
I'll see you. I'll see you at the Christmas one, guys. Thank you very much, Tom.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Luke,
Chris.
Chris,
Cheers.
thanks, and take care.
I am so sorry, Tom.